Crêpe Expectations. Book 11 of the Stranded in Provence Mysteries by Susan Kiernan-Lewis and narrated by Madison. Audio copyright 2024 by Susan Kiernan-Lewis. All rights reserved. 1. I have to say that my mission today was hardly the most pitiful conundrum I've ever faced. But that wasn't saying much, since it was certainly in the running. I was currently crouching in the oleander bush by the back door of Madame Bernard's cottage, my hands stinking of sardines, as I pushed one of the little fillets further out onto the cobblestone walkway before retreating back into my leafy hideaway. I have been Chabanel's chief of police for exactly 3 months, and in that time I've succeeded in regularly patrolling the village, mediating minor village disputes, and giving safety talks at the local community hall. I'm not saying there hasn't been any crime to deal with. There's always the odd trespass or theft, and trust me, in a village like Chabanel it's always odd. But when the call came this morning from Madame Martin saying that her beloved Minou had been catnapped, my first response had been an ungracious, "Who would steal a cat?" Largely to redeem myself from that comment, heard unfortunately by at least 2 villagers loitering around the police station, I felt it only fair that I take on the case myself. Well, that, and the fact that my Lieutenant Adrian Mateo was presently not speaking to me, and would likely ignore any order from me to take the case. I heard a weak meow, and positioned myself on my knees so that I could pounce as soon as the errant feline showed itself. It occurred to me that I probably should have attached the sardine to a string, but I had judged that more Looney Tunes than something a respectable criminal investigator should be doing. It occurred to me that I could have made Lydia, my brand new cadet and fresh-faced protégé, sit in a bush this morning instead of me. But she's new, and I'm enjoying her eager readiness to do anything I say. I don't want to blow my credit with her with a measly cat rescue. There's bound to be a much more revolting task ahead with her name on it. "Oh look, Monsieur," an elderly voice cooed from outside my bush. "Someone's left you a treat." I watched as a big pudgy hand swooped down and snatched up the sardine. When I jumped out of the bush, complete with a totally unnecessary aha, I saw that the pudgy hand was attached to Madame Bernard, who was gripping the mewing Minou in her other hand. Her eyes widened in shock and she clutched her chest. "Oh my," she gasped. Within seconds, her knees buckled, and down she went while Minou vaulted off into the bushes. I pitched forward to catch Madame Bernard before she hit the ground. Although I wasn't able to totally manage that, I did succeed in cushioning.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?